it recording? Yep, okay. I'm using the monitor and control app. I'm shooting on my ZV-E1, so hopefully this doesn't overheat, because that would really suck. I'm currently outside. We're in the process of moving right now, so my studio is not accessible because I have taken everything down. So we're gonna be shooting out here today. All right, so we're gonna be going over the Compagnon. I'm not sure, they're a German company. I've seen their bags from a few creators. Their bags are not very popular, you know, to the likes of something from Nomatic or Peak Design or Wandered. You just don't see a lot about them. I'm not sure why. I've tested, this is no exaggeration, probably over 100 different bags and cases and slings and messengers. This is by far the best option from a multi-tool perspective. You know, what you can actually do with this and, you know, a bunch of different scenarios. And this bag, this Adapt 25 liter 2.0, so they've updated the original version, I guess. I would compare it to, like, if you were to mix this Shimoda Action X30 V2 and this Evergoods CTB 26. This is their Civic travel bag. If you were to, like, if these two were to have a baby, it would be this Adapt 25 liter. And my favorite EDC bag is this one, the CTB 26 in X-Pack. This is by far my favorite EDC bag. And then this is the Shimoda Action X V2, 30 liter. And this is my favorite camera bag. So for this bag to take my favorite features from each of these and put it into one bag, I almost don't have a need for these anymore, as well as for my many other bags and cases. But we're gonna get into why I'm still gonna keep these, but why this is gonna be my everyday bag, my EDC bag, my smaller shoot day bag, my travel bag. I mean, it just fits so many different niches of bags and use cases. It's just a phenomenal bag. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. The materials, I assume, is X-Pack. It has to be X-Pack. I mean, you can see the pattern here. Yeah, it's definitely X-Pack. And now, my favorite thing about this bag, to the likes of something like the petermckinnon 25 liter from Nomatic, I don't like that bag. I use that bag. I also use the 35 liter. I've also used the Peak Design 20 liter every day, the 30 liter every day. I've used a crap load of different bags. What I like about this that none of these other bags have is, one, this top shelf compartment. So what they have is called these IGU, these core units. So this unit is about 6 liters. I can fit 2 Leica Qs in here. I've got my Q3 and my Q343, some filters. I couldn't do that with the petermckinnon. I feel like that bag doesn't use the space to the best of its abilities. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so if I do, I'm sorry. My allergies are acting up. But I can fit 2 Leica Qs in this top shelf. You can fit the FX3 with the 28-70, right? So this has a top shelf that is completely separate from the other core unit. And when you buy the full set, they have an 18 liter core unit, which fills up the whole bag, or there's I believe a 10 liter and a 6 liter, you know, the 2 smaller cubes. And when you get the set, you get 3 cubes, the waist strap, like the hip strap that has pockets in it. You get a rain fly, but clamshell opening. And as you can see here, try not to let my stuff fall out here. This is a completely separate, it's completely separate from this top portion here. And you can take these out. They Velcro in, or you can just set them in. But I've got my FX3 with the 28-70 f2, a 16-35 f2.8 GM2 lens. I've got my shotgun microphone, my DJI Mic 3s, the case is right here in my pocket because I'm shooting with them right now. And then, you know, some spare batteries. So I've got basically my video kit in the bottom and then my 2 Qs up top. You know, I use these for BTS, you know, just in the day stuff. I want easy access to those Qs, so I keep them in the top. And then obviously once I'm on set or on location or wherever I am filming, then I will pop into this bottom cube. And if you don't, you know, want to once you open the bag and you don't want to unzip these, there's a spot for you to tuck them away at the bottom here. So you can tuck this lid portion away into the bottom of the bag. And each of these core units also has, you know, as this zippered compartment at the bottom here, so you can add other stuff into it. It's like they've thought of every different scenario that you could possibly use with this bag. But personally, I like to keep it. It just adds another layer of protection. It takes 1 extra second. There's a wasp. It takes 1 extra second to just flip this down. And also, it's just, if I need to work out of this bag, it's just that padded protection here. You know, let's say I'm putting a filter on the lens, I can set this on top of here and it not scratch my other gear. So I personally like it. I keep it this way. Again, it just adds more protection. So like I said, you can Velcro these in or you can set them in. I Velcro these in. And then if I'm traveling, or let's just say I'm going for a walk or something, you know, with my babies, I can take out this bottom core unit and just have this one up top. So I don't need this whole video kit. I just want to take the cues to take some pictures. And, you know, if I don't want to have a slinging over one shoulder and my back hurting, I can take this backpack and just have my cues up top, remove this core unit. So it's just that I can't do that with my other bags. They're too bulky. With this Shimoda 30 liter, I could put a small cube up top in this roll top, but again, I have to undo this roll top and go all the way to the bottom of the bag to access that small cube, because there's no way to strap that cube in. Unlike this bag where I can strap this small cube up top and it's gonna stay there. It's not gonna fall down to the bottom of the bag. And that's another issue I was running into when I wanted to be not as, you know, I wanted to be discreet. I would put the Peak Design cubes into this Civic travel bag, the 26 liter. I'd have this medium cube and then the small cube, which, you know, if I just wanted the small cube, it sinks to the bottom of the bag because this is just one open cavity, which is great, but there's no way to cinch a camera cube up here and have that top access. And even if there was a way for me to cinch that up here, this piece of the top of the bag here, I'm having to stretch this all the way back to try and, you know, open that up. It's just not convenient. It's not conducive. I mean, it takes away from the moment, and these things matter, you know, when you're in the spur of the moment. You just want to grab your camera and take the shot, but if you're having to fight with your bag to get the shot, what's the point? It kind of just makes you not want to take the camera at all. It's like, well, I just need my phone, wallet, keys. You know, I'm not going to take any photos. I never do, because anytime I want to take a photo, it's so hard trying to get it out of my bag or get into my bag, or my bag's uncomfortable. Again, all issues that this bag solves. You know, it doesn't look like a camera bag, so I mean, that's just another bonus. Kind of going back into the inside of the bag here, you've got 3 zipper compartments right here for smaller things. Go ahead and zip this up. I'm trying to do all this in one take and not chop it up too much in the editing process. I didn't bring the waistband or the larger 18 liter cube, but the waistband goes in this back portion here. Easily fits a capture clip. I use the one from Falcam because the Peak Design one digs into my shoulder. Very, very comfortable bag, which a lot of camera bags are not comfortable. Hence why I use this one the most, and why I've sold most of my other camera bags is because this Shimoda is comfortable. It does the job that I need it to do. It does it well, and it's comfortable. This bag is also comfortable. So the only reason I would keep the Shimoda is simply because if I need to bring the A12 and the 50 to 150 f2, I still have room for those in here, and I can fit everything that's in this bag in here. So if I need the A12 and the 5150, I'm gonna have to take this bag just because it expands to 37 liters. This one is 25, but this is a deep 25, so I can fit everything that I truly need in here, unless I'm going to a client shoot where it is required to take my A12 and my 5150. Then I'll be taking this. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I genuinely love this bag. Even in my short time of having this, I don't foresee a bag being made that does as good of a job as this one does. So back to the bag here, all the other little small pieces of the bag that they thought through. We've got a top access compartment. Again, that's why I love Evergood's bags so much, is because they always have these top access compartments. Compagnon has put one up here. We also have a laptop sleeve. This is another issue I had with the Shimoda. So we have a laptop sleeve in the back that is separate from the bag. And you can also fit you can fit up to a 16-inch MacBook in here and a tablet. I'm not carrying an iPad. I leave my iPad at home, and I rarely bring my laptop, but when I do, it's available. But my issue that I had with this bag, again, Shimoda, I love you, but Compagnon is just killing the game with this bag. So with this bag, the laptop compartment is in the back here, but what they forgot to do is add some sort of strap to keep it in. So if you open this and your laptop slips out, you know, it's just, I feel like it's a really easy thing to do, just to put a little strap here, something to keep this safe. So if you actually want to keep your laptop safe, the only way you can do that is by putting it in the front of the bag here in this slot, where you can also put a laptop. But again, once you put it in here, you're having to fight with these zippers scratching your laptop. And whenever you put your bag down, it's going to be, you know, your laptop's, all the weight of all the camera gear is going to be on top of your laptop and your laptop screen. So all the weight from your camera bag is pushing on this side of the laptop, and then on the other side of the laptop is the hard ground. So that's just not where I want to put my laptop. I want it to be safe. I don't want to have to choose between it possibly falling out or it getting crushed on the front of the bag. But that's just me. Some other people may not be as finicky with their stuff like that. I see people just like throw their stuff in a bag. But again, I'm pretty OCD about how my stuff is organized, as you can tell. You know, going through 100 bags, you know, it's a little bit of an issue. But again, this bag solves pretty much every issue I had. I'm trying to think of any complaints for this bag. I can't. And obviously, if you go through my channel, I don't do reviews. But I was just so thoroughly impressed with this bag, I had to make a review about it. So we did the inside of the bag, the top, where I keep the cues, the laptop portion. So again, kind of like Evergoods or Shimoda both, you've got these side handles and this top handle. You also have this grab handle in the middle of the back of the bag. None of these other bags have that. So, which I guess you could also use for a luggage pass-through. That shouldn't be an issue. So on the front of the bag here, again, like I said, you can fit the capture clip. These are adjustable. These sternum straps, you can slide them up or down wherever you need them to be. Nice grab handle at the top. All the zips on here are, they got like these finger pull zips, which is something you'd see on like a maxpedition backpack if you're a tactical guy. You know what I'm talking about, or a VanQuest bag. So we've got water bottle pockets on each side. There is no side access on this bag. If you want that, I think you have to get the Element backpack, which is their 30-liter bag, but I'm not a side access guy. That's probably why I hate the Peak Design 20 and 30-liter. Also, the shelving on that sucks. Your gear just flops around. Even if I wanted side access, it's a terrible bag, and you can't tell me otherwise. This has no side access, which is fine with me. I'm either top access up here or back access for my bigger, larger pieces of gear. But we've got dual water bottle pockets on each side, to where you can also attach a tripod on this side if you wanted to. And then we've got security zips. I keep my little hero clip here. They've got this little pickpocketing security feature, to where you have these, it's like these tethered, I don't know what you call them, little clips, where you can clip the zips of your bag on each side, and each side has these. And speaking of that, it also, in this top access, this quick access pocket, also has one for your key. So very, very nice. And another thing they did is on this bottom pocket, there's so many things to this bag. You unzip it, there's one, a rain fly in here, and two, this little pocket comes out of the bottom so that you can sit your tripod in this pocket, and then there's a strap. Again, I don't have it with me, but you strap the tripod across here. So you set it in here and you strap it across. So the way the tripod is in the center of your back, not off to the on either side, to where your one side is heavier than the other. It's just very ergonomic. The weight distribution is fantastic on this bag. Again, they've really thought of everything with this bag. While I'm thinking about it, also on these water bottle pockets, there's drain holes on each side, here and here, and then the bottom of the bag obviously has more protection than the rest of the bag, to make it more durable, since you're going to be setting it on the ground. Especially having the rain fly in the bottom, it's going to add a little more protection to the bottom of the bag. Now, the front of this bag, really interesting way to get in here. So it zips down and across, right? And then this pulls up. So you've got 1, 2 pockets up here, and then you've got 2 stretch pockets here and a big stretch pocket back here. So, you know, if you want to do some more tech organization things you don't mind that are, again, going to be on the weight of the front of the bag, you'd put here. Personally, I'm not going to pull it out because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube, but I keep my Walther PDP 4-inch compact in here with, you know, with the trigger guard on it, because, you know, I live in America. I live in Arkansas, so I carry every single day, especially with having kids. And that's another point that really no one talks about when they're talking about camera bags. It's really only talked about in the EDC world in a specific niche. But, you know, I want to have, you know, in an everyday carry bag, I want to be able to easily access my cameras. I want to have my essentials, you know, phone, wallet, keys, water bottle, diapers, wipes, stuff like that. And I also want to be able to carry my firearm comfortably and have easy access to it, because I can't always carry it on body. We have twins, so if I have one baby in a baby carrier and then this on my back, being able to sling it around, unzip this and pull this out is my only option, because I can't put it, I can't appendix carry it. I'm never gonna open carry. That's just not the kind of person I am. So having a bag to where I'm able to access a CCW easily and actually have space for it is that's really a huge selling point for me. But I think I've covered a majority of what I wanted to say about this backpack. Again, it's X-Pack. It's like my favorite material. I'm almost positive it's X-Pack. If it's something else, please let me know. Compagnon or Compagnon. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I'm doing my best. But yeah, this bag is seriously the best I've ever used. I don't foresee. I'm kind of just speechless, honestly. I'm not sure what else to say. It's just a phenomenal bag. I can't think of any complaint I would have with this bag. The only one I could possibly think of is on my Shimoda bag. There's just this little grab handle at the bottom here, this little piece of webbing. If this had that right here, I think it would be the perfect, absolute perfect. And it's just such a small thing. It's why I even hesitate mentioning it. But you know, it just makes it a little easier to, you know, pick it up like this if I have something in there and I just got to move it over real quick. But again, but I don't even think that'd really be a problem, because this is a clamshell opening. This is a side access. So when am I ever going to be transferring it like that? I probably wouldn't. So I really don't have any complaints with this bag. Yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble. If you want to get this, you can't get it at B&H Photo. I had to order it off of the Compagnon website, so it shipped from Germany, but it got here really quick. It shipped through FedEx. It got from Germany to Arkansas in less than 8 days, I want to say, which is phenomenal. I was expecting it to take a long time. Again, I didn't get hit with any customs fees or anything. At the time of recording this video, I didn't have any custom fees or any issues with that. So ordering from Germany was easy. It was a breeze. So just go on their website if you want to pick up this bag. It's the Adapt 25 liter 2.0, the full kit. Get the full kit. I promise you it's going to be worth a little bit extra money. I think it ran me, I think I used a code and it ran me about like $380 or something for the entire set, which is insane compared to the prices of these Peak Design bags and these Nomatic bags that cost more than that with less stuff and crappier quality. This, again, I have no words. It's just a phenomenal bag. Anyways, I should shut up now and go take care of my kids. But yeah, that was the Compagnon 25 liter Adapt 2.0. Thanks for watching.